The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, there's going to be a lot of videos coming out on the channel in the aftermath of Fury versus Wilder 3. There's a lot of different things we had to talk about for both Fury and both Wilder, and how it affects the rest of the division, and just things we want to see, and just how it has a ripple effect on boxing, their careers in the heavyweight division at large. But I want to start here. Now, before I get into this video, let me first start off by saying that I'm speaking in this video from a new perspective in which I've never spoken before, because my respect for Anthony Joshua remains the same, despite his recent loss to Usyk. And my respect for Deontay Wilder has skyrocketed to new heights because of the performance that he had with Tyson Fury. Even though he lost, in my opinion, he was a real winner that night because of how much he left it in the ring. How much of himself and how much he was willing to give in the ring, and how close he was to winning. And it was a great performance, even in a loss. It was his, in my opinion, the finest hour of his career. Now, I know people are going to say, well, BT, true school, he didn't shake Fury's hand. He's being a sore loser. He's a disgrace to boxing, all this stuff. Like, look, for me, I've just come to the understanding that Wilder is hyper competitive, and the same things that have allowed him to have a great performance have also, caused him to have behaviors that people don't like. But it is what it is. You accept people for how they are. I'm not going to hold that against Wilder, because when you perform like that and you have that much courage and you perform like that, there's no reason for me to hold anything against you. We'll pray for him, like Fury said. We will pray for Deontay Wilder, and we'll just pray that his heart softens up, and hopefully him and Fury at some point in time can come to a mutual respect for one another. But listen, one of the fights that I've talked about on YouTube for so many years that I've wanted to see years ago, when they both had belts and both were undisputed, was Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. And now it's funny how, time tells all. Time is the best truth teller we have in this world, in this life, is time. And with time, it's been revealed that Tyson Fury is the best heavyweight in the world. Deontay Wilder got 2 losses. Anthony Joshua got 2 losses. These are 2 fighters. These are 2 men that once held all the titles in the heavyweight division, and now between the pair of them, they don't hold any titles in the heavyweight division, because there's been, over the last 3 years and some change, there's new sheriffs in town like Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk, who have now taken over the division. So with that being said, and with that being established here on True School Sports, let me say this. This is a fight that I still want to see. There's no fight in the heavyweight division between 2 non-champions that I want to see more than this fight. And I feel like right now, not now, obviously, because Wilder has to recover. Wilder has to recover from the beating Tyson Fury gave in the hellacious fight that was. And Joshua might become a champion if he beats Usyk in the rematch. But even if he doesn't beat Usyk in the rematch, I think that Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder needs to happen in 2022. It's got to happen in 2022, because I really feel like, with the book being officially closed on the Fury trilogy with Wilder, and you start looking at the landscape of the division, like, what are the fights out there for him? What are the defining fights that the public will be interested in? I don't think there is a fight that the public will be interested in more than the Anthony Joshua fight, because of the history they have with each other, because of the rivalry they have with each other, and because we never got to see it happen when we wanted to see it happen. So now that they both got nothing on the line as far as titles go, it should be easier, because there won't be any sort of sanctioning body politics. There won't be any WBC mandatories, IBF mandatories, WBO mandatories to interfere. They can make this fight straight away, either in Las Vegas, and I think that would be a Vegas caliber fight. Because at this point, you can't even really say Anthony Joshua is the A-side anymore. Yes, he's definitely someone that in the UK is selling more tickets, and God bless him for that. He's done a great thing for boxing worldwide. He's been a blessing to this division. But after last night, in that big fight with Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, his stock is at all-time high. So I feel like, Anthony Joshua has to, for once, bring his behind, or for the second time, bring his behind to America, and experience what big-time boxing is like in America, and see if he can put to bed what happened in the Andy Ruiz fight in his debut. And what better way to try to do it than against a fighter like Deontay Wilder, who's shown that, you know, he will fight to the death. Like he said, I will fight to the death. And if anybody don't understand that, they don't know what it means to go to war. Yo, King is in great spirits, you know. What better way to try to put that to put that to bed than against a fighter like Deontay Wilder, you know? And I think it would answer a lot of questions about Anthony Joshua, because now the things that Deontay Wilder is getting praised for are the things that Anthony Joshua is getting criticized for. The things that Deontay Wilder are getting praised for right now are his heart, his willingness to fight till the death, the willingness to leave it all in the ring. And with Anthony Joshua, for good, bad, or indifferent, people are questioning his heart. People are questioning, you know, how tough is he? You know, I know he didn't officially get stopped by Usyk, but it was controversial. They were waving the towel. The referee didn't see it. It could have been a stoppage. We saw it happen in the Reese fight. So people are questioning, not me. I think Anthony Joshua is very misunderstood, and like I think people have him all wrong. But people have their opinions. I think Anthony Joshua is a warrior, and Deontay Wilder is also a warrior, and I want to see them both fight each other. And truthfully, look, I'm at a point now where I don't care who wins. I just want to see it happen, because right now we're in a golden age of heavyweight boxing, and we got to strike while the iron's hot. And this is one of those matchups that I think it would be a tragedy if boxing didn't allow these two men to fight each other in this era, you know. So look, I know Wilder's no spring chicken. I know he's pushing 35, going on 36. I don't think he got much time left in boxing. I think he's got maybe 2, at max 3 fights left in boxing, and I think one of those 2 or 3 fights has to be against Anthony Joshua. And you know, for Joshua, I feel like he's still got something to prove. I still feel like he's got a lot. You know, I think people have him all wrong, and people are just living in the moment, and they don't see the bigger picture. But either way, it's a fight that I want to see. You got the evolving boxer puncher style of Anthony Joshua against the gunslinging, gritty, just style of Wilder that where he wears his heart on his sleeve and he leaves it all in the ring. So yeah, man, I'll leave it at that. You know, we can obviously dissect what's next for Wilder, and that'll be another video. But I wanted to just get this off my chest and get this out there. Come win, lose, or draw with Usyk in 2022, I still want to see Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. Now, you guys let me know if you want to see this fight still. I'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just Kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.